Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I am Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Seth Geis, and from the Pastania Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Reading my comments and conclusions and looking at Surgeon's score, and those two just do not line up. So this is gonna be this is gonna be great.
They were saying it was so hot today in Calgary that grown men were walking up to cops asking them to shoot them.
Yes. All right. So today we are talking about the Domain Neutron Robusto Extra. Cigar is more of a Robusto than a Robusto Extra, 5x52. Comes out of the Tabacalera Familia Disla factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Mexican San Andres, double Nicaraguan binder. Filler is Nicaraguan Condega and Pueblo Nuevo. Blended by Esteban Disla. Price point is $11.49, and cigar was released in April of 2024. So with all that out of the way, Seth, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
I just kind of thought it was an average blend. Looked really good, but it was just delivering some wood, mineral, chalky qualities, medium to medium full strength and body. Lots of heavy earth. It was rich, but it wasn't like sweet. It's kind of the experience I got from beginning to end. I think the final third had a little bit more chalky qualities on it. I'd love to. I can't wait to get to the conclusion more on that. That's where it's going to be interesting on that one. John?
This is nice. Open up with tobacco, mild spice, mild dry wood, and earth, and it just kind of built up in a nice linear fashion. Didn't sort of pound you at the beginning, which a lot of cigars can with spices or pepper or earth or whatever. Spices got up to about medium minus on the retrohale with some sort of mildly, call it toasted or charred earth to offset it. White pepper kind of came in and took over from the spices, and then about a half an inch in roughly, kind of a really nice creamy chocolate to offset the pepper and the spices, which was nice, really nice. And then at the halfway point, tannins in the post draw to offset the sweetness, and then wood in the center of the profile. Baking spices at one point got up to medium full, but kind of receded as it went on. Second, third, creamy tobacco, kind of a woody chocolate combination with some tannic woods in the post draw. Light pepper kind of lingering in the post draw, just adding that little bit of accent note there. Earth joined the finish as it continued, much more restrained than the first third, and then kind of a vegetal component, which was interesting. Second third was a lot more restrained. I think the first third was kind of more in the medium full category, and the second third was kind of in the medium category. And then last third, kind of a creamy, sharp wood, dry wood on the post draw, kind of a creamy earth as it settled. And then at the halfway point, earth kind of took over. So kind of lost a lot of the nuance and elements of chocolate and creaminess. And then it was kind of just earth and wood driven at the halfway point of the last third. Burn was very excellent. Had some waviness in the second third, but it's like really minor and corrected itself. Draw was also perfect. This was a nice surprise. More on that after the scoring, but yeah, it's a nice surprise. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted oak, earth, and baking spices. Like cocoa powder joined in pretty quickly. Second third saw some meatiness join in, and the baking spice transition to black pepper. Final third saw the earth become dry and take a slight lead in the profile. Construction absolutely perfect, same as what John experienced. So I think the cigar had a full flavor profile that was well balanced through the first two thirds. Dropped down a bit in the final third as the earth dried out and kind of took a slight lead in the profile. But for me, this cigar is a shining light in the slew of Mexican San Andres wrap releases this year.
Right.
Did a good job for the majority of the smoking time to balance the earth with the other components and use some good supporting notes. So there are so many Vitolas in this line. So it would be interesting to see how it performs in some of the other ones, but this one does make me want to come back to it and try some of the others. They got some fun sizes in there, so you can pick whichever one you like the way it looks or you think it's going to smoke and go for it. But I enjoyed it. So let's get into the scores. We're going to start at the top with John and I both gave it a 6.82, and then Seth gave it a 5.25. So
Sorry. Did you say you gave a cigar a 6.82?
I did.
Pack it up. We're done. That's it. We're done. We're done for the year, boys.
That's it.
That's it. We're done.
All right, John, how's the 6.82 matchup for you?
Yeah, listen, when I don't think I was, and I should have in my notes said this is a shining example of what Mexican San Andre can be and should be. Good Lord, everyone, please take notes. I'm so tired of smoking crap San Andre. When I saw this was San Andre, you should have been able to take a picture of my face because I was like, I'm like, why would Aaron buy this? I'm like, here we go. Another Mexican San Andre from a company I never heard of is going to be just a disaster. And really, from the first three puffs in, I was like, oh, what do we have here? And it was really balanced. It was like it wasn't too chocolatey, it wasn't too sweet, it wasn't too spicy, it wasn't too earthy. It was just it was like an architect designed the cigar. It was really nice. And it well deserving of a 682. Price point was like, what are these, like 10 something?
11.49.
I would buy these, no question. These are nice. And I don't think Robusto is really my jam for Vitola. So yeah, I definitely want to try the other sizes.
Yep.
How about you?
Yeah, my 6.82 matches up well. Above average flavor profile. Just that final third that kind of took a drop down, but perfect construction gets it up there into the kind of the high sixes. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about my thoughts in the final section. But all right, so 5.25.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's what the fuck do I know? No, it could have been an experience. I'd smoke it. I think I have another one. We have another one that I'm interested in smoking again.
Yeah,
if I'm this low and you guys are there, yeah, it's one of these. Oh, I have the Habano. Okay, yeah. I mean, I have to come back to it. I'm interested. I thought John wouldn't like it, but like John likes it, so I'm like, maybe I just had a bad experience and I need to smoke it again. So just the way it goes.
But what I will say is I can understand why you wouldn't like this, because I think to me this is like when someone says, when you think about what a profile is for, quote unquote Nicaraguan cigar, this is what the profile is for a quote unquote Nicaraguan cigar. Like it's chocolate and earth and spices and wood. And sometimes that palate heavy profile can just not be what people want. And so I think while this is a good cigar, I also think it might be a bit of a challenge because it's a more full body profile and it might be off putting for a lot of guys who find this too heavy for their palate. Maybe.
Yeah. And like you said, like there's times this year where every other cigar that we're reviewing is Mexican San Andres.
Oh yeah.
So it's like you're thinking like, and I think for the most part we're kind of the same mind that none of them are really all that much to stand out. So it's kind of like average for this, and you're just like, all right. And you can see down the list how many more Mexican San Andres we have to go through this year, and it's like all right, but then this is a new company, give it a shot. There's some pedigree here with some blending and stuff like that. So let's see what happens, and it worked out. So, yeah, I will say it's the best Mexican San Andres released so far this year. We have a ton more to smoke.
Oh yeah,
everybody and their mother has released
so far ahead of the next
cigar this year. So, yeah. But to the point, this is the front runner. We still have half a year to go, but yeah.
Listen,
pretty good.
Esteban blends a cigar. It's not $30. It's not some weird wrapper. It's approachable. There's a bunch of different sizes. There's other companies out there that could learn from this that came out with a much higher price point and haven't been impressed with their cigars. This is how you come out with a new line and a new product and say, hey, we can make a good product at a reasonable price point in a bunch of different sizes that you can choose from. Yeah, you've checked a lot of boxes. I mean, even the branding, like I was looking at the band and I was like, it's not really my style, but it's done well with the color against the wrapper. It's the elements are fairly clean. It's not gaudy. It's not, too modern. It's not too classic. So, yeah.
Yep. All right. Wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Neutron. Pew, pew, pew.